Hello, everyone. Episode of ATtalks. We're here with episode 2 of the Simple Networking series. The first episode we did social media. I talked all about Twitter and how I'm addicted to it. And I just gave you a few people that you should be following in there. 100% recommend all the people I listed, and you should go and do that if you're not interested in Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Pick your poison. On this episode, we're going to talk about conferences, state conferences, district, national conferences. They are a phenomenal way to grow your network. They are very intimidating in the sense that you're most likely not really going to know anybody. They're all going to know each other, and they're going to be laughing. They're going to have a good time. It's going to be one of those social nights. They might have a drink or two, and you're going to walk in, and you're going to be a little introverted. You're going to be a little shy. You're going to be a little scared. You're going to have some adrenaline. You're going to have a lot of anxiety. And it's very difficult to walk in there and say, hey, hello, my name is Tom Markowski. I'm an athletic trainer in Northwest Indiana. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You know, you are, oh, I'm so-and-so. I'm so-and-so. I work here. And most of the time, they're probably not going to remember you from that first visit. And I'm going to give you real life examples. When I was a student between 2012 and 2016, my first year, I was undecided. My second year, I started the athletic training program. We went to the Illinois Athletic Trainer Association in Wheeling, Illinois. And I met one of my future bosses, Dr. Polbinski with Western Illinois University. And I was just like, hey, my name is Tom. I'm a student at Lewis University. Hello, nice to meet you. And then we went to GLADA and I saw Renee Polbinski and I was like, hello, my name is Tom. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, nice to meet you. And I saw for GLADA, Scott Lawrence, Craig Wohl, and some other athletic trainers. Back to Illinois, you know, you see people like Soli and Matt Munjoy and all these other people, and you're saying, hello, you know, my name is Tom. And they're like, okay. And then you see them the second year and you're like, I met you last year. My name is Tom. I'm, you know, so happy to see you. So glad to be here. You're doing your research. You're like, oh, your talk on the student session for you know, rehabbing exercises, simple progressions was great. I'm so excited for this year's student session on, I don't know, something that's not simple progressions. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And you know, they might remember you. They might go, oh yeah, I remember you from last year, Tom. Yeah, thanks for coming up. Thank you. I, you know, appreciate it. And that actually can turn into something very powerful and can open amazing doors for you. So I did that for a few years with the Illinois Athletic Training Association. I did it with GLADA. And I would just walk up to people. They'd be wearing their green Hall of Fame jackets. And I'd say, hey, my name is Tom. I'm a student. How do you get into the position that you are right now? And they're like, oh, you got to network, you got to talk, you got to work your butt off, you got to learn, you got to grow, you got to evolve. And out of that, when I graduated from Lewis University in 2016, Dr. Polbinski offered me a job as a teaching assistant, and I was going to get my master's for free just because I had met her 3 years in a row, either at IATA or GLADA. And I said, hello, my name is Tom. I'm an athletic training student. I'm, you know, passionate. I'm hardworking. I'm excited. I put in a lot of hours. I love the profession. And that turned into an opportunity to work and get free education. And that could have just as easily as been someone opening a door to an entry-level position in the field, or maybe not an entry-level position, but because they know you, they can tell somebody, hey, I know this person, they're hardworking. They don't have all the skills and all the knowledge yet, but they're going to work their butt off, and you know, you can help them along the way. So I would recommend going to your state conference. Here, you get more bang out of your buck. Yeah, most likely for your district. We have a phenomenal district conference. I would go to both. I live in Indiana. I've never been to an Indiana Athletic Training Association, but I try to go to GLADA as much as I can. When I was a student, I was going to the Illinois Athletic Training Association and GLADA as much as I could. Senior year, I went to an ATA in St. Louis. Didn't know anybody, just did some learning. Didn't do a lot of networking. Next year, I went to Baltimore. I tried to do some networking with some learning because I was, you know, fresh athletic trainer. I had my credential, I had my license. And I was trying to meet people in the expo, in the exhibit halls, trying to learn the reps for Medco, alert services, school health, you know, this, that, Dragonfly Max, Jeremy Jackson's there with his sports medicine broadcast at the NATA Vegas. You're trying to meet more people. You're looking at the equipment. You're looking at the new tools that you can't afford, the new toys you can't afford. And you're like, oh, if I only had that Mike Hopper money down there in Texas, You can buy some stuff, but you just have to be willing to go outside your comfort zone, put on your like extrovert, pumped up, excited, happy face, be like, hey, I'm Tom Barkowski, do some selling. You got to sell it, you know. I'm so happy to be here. It's so nice to meet you. That talk you did yesterday on ACL rehabs, it was great. I have some questions about ACL rehabs, you know, or I see you're from Corey Stringer Institute and you're doing all this great work with heat stroke heat exhaustion. How does someone get started in that type of research or all that shenanigans? And it's much different than going on Twitter, following people, sending direct messages, going on Google Gmail and sending emails, going on TikTok and liking videos. It's much, much different, but I would 100% recommend it. So this is episode 2 of the Simple Network, and that's your state, your district, and your national conferences. If you can get there, get there. They are costly. You do have to travel. You do have like hotels. Some jobs will reimburse you for it. Some jobs won't reimburse you for it. But if you can do it, I would absolutely recommend it. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.